So Atlas Road Crew, Halfway to Hopkins, that's their first full-length album. I listened to it for the first time on my way to Columbus. It was a great CD to drive to, I noticed. So I was all fired up, going to see the Flyers in the NCAA tournament. And then they go out and lose. I immediately blamed Atlas Road Crew and the 11 songs on this album. Wanted to take the CD and chuck it out the window, but I calmed down and realized it had nothing to do with them, that the album was actually pretty cool. I've kept it in the CD player, playing on repeat over and over again the last few days. Song number 2, Black Eye Sunrise, that's the one that seems to kick out to me. I keep going back to it. They're just a rock and roll band, just basic rock. I was kind of expecting a southern rock band, I suppose. And you get that feel a little bit. Maybe some 90s rock bands in there, that kind of thing. You know, just because they're Phish fans didn't mean they had to go out and try to be Phish. I'm glad they didn't. I've seen some younger bands like that, newer bands that, you know, they think they're inspired by Phish and bands like that, and they go out and they just try to, I don't know, it never works. These dudes are their own thing. Halfway to Hopkins, I enjoyed it the first time through. Now, a lot of times, if it's a band that I'm not familiar with and I just hear their songs for the first time, kind of like, yeah, it's okay. And it had those tracks. There were some tracks on here that listened to them just like, yeah, it's a good rock and roll song. But then there was other ones that I had to keep going back to. Track 2, like I said, Black Eye Sunrise. Lose Control, track 6. Runaway, track 9. Track 11, Betty. Love it when there's a title of a chick's name. And then Halfway to Hopkins, 8, the title track. My favorite track is the title track. That's not actually true, but that sounded kind of cool to say. So anyhow, the Atlas Road Crew, I'll include some stuff down there in the description if you're interested. You know, if you've got a drive coming up, this is one I recommend for sure for your drive. I had about an hour or so drive to Columbus, and it worked out perfect for that. Listen to some new tunes. It's rock music. If you're into rock, who isn't into rock? If you're at this channel, you're into rock, man. You're a rocker, dude. I don't know how they do live. I'm sure they're pretty badass live. I believe I saw they played Wakarusa. Some of you may even have seen them. Maybe you're on to Atlas Road Crew. ARC. See that right there in that symbol? You see that? That's powerful stuff. Alright, I've said enough. Eventually I'm going to go too far, so just check out the stuff down there in the description. F-Zappa 20. P-Fish Summer Tour is coming. They won't be visiting South Carolina, though, unfortunately. Atlas Road Crew is going to have to hold it down on the live scene there. I've got some friends in South Carolina. I'll have to tell them to check you guys out if you play locally.